Hello friends, Aaron here. I'm on vacation this week and I was able to get away for a minute to be able to go exploring, and I found my first permission here in Maine. Beautiful old farmhouse. It's on the map, on the 1800s map, cruising the back roads. I'm off the beaten path, and one of the first things I found is a champion English oak, state of Maine. Right here, this farmhouse. Oldest oak tree in Maine, certified May 2005. Has a brother or a sister too. Beautiful, beautiful. Maybe there's some gold under these trees. There's the farmhouse. Beautiful garden. Barn back there. Just a nice peaceful day here in Maine. Let's see if I can discover some lost history in Maine here. On to the first find. Here we go. Okay guys, I rang up my first signal on the Manicore. It was like a 21, solid 21, 22, which on the Manicore you're pushing like a nickel type signal. And I'm still by the historic oak tree, just messing around here, listening to the sounds on the detector. I do have some iron in the ground over in here. But my first signal here, again, it's a 21-22 on the Manicore, and it's an old type of copper coin. It's still kind of wet. The soil's wet, so we're gonna have to let this dry a little bit to see what this turns out to be. But yeah, I'm excited. This clearly has some age to it. It's not a penny, and we'll have to circle back to this once it dries out some to see what this thing, see if it'll reveal some history here. I'll get back to you on that one. Okay guys, it's been a while. I'm out here in Maine still. I found a couple things. I got 2 reins guides, and then it looks like a rivet off a saddle strap. I'll show that stuff to you on the wrap up. Found my first awesome historical find for the day, and that would happen to be an old ox knob. Check that thing out. I'll take it. I'm pretty happy to find that. I'm gonna keep swinging around in this new property. The property owner said that he owns a lot of this area here, and that he has a metal detector. He metal detected it before, and I'm just gonna go walk around, see what we see. But yeah, ox knob. I'll let you know if I find anything else. Okay guys, I tell you what, I brought that Pennsylvania rain with me, and I'll just be honest with you, it's kind of miserable out here. But I got one day to do this, so I'm making the best of it. I think I found my first old find as far as a coin. There's roundness and it's coppery, and I'm in Maine, so I'm excited. And if you take a look right here, that's looking good. I'm excited. I tell you what, I'm really excited here. This might be awesome. It is raining. I might have to let this dry out some, but hopefully we get some deets on this. And I hope so. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Oh yes. This could be like a King George or something, who knows? But I tell you what, we'll get this cleaned up and I'll give you the reveal. Yes. Okay guys, still going at it. I found an interesting buckle. It might be my first buckle. You might have to help me identify it. But I think what I found here, possibly a knee buckle, maybe. Got some holes right there in the middle. Very thin buckle. I can't see it being used for livestock or anything like that. I don't know. If you know what it is, please comment, because I'm in a foreign land and this could be my first knee buckle. I don't know what else it could be, but your comments are welcome. Thank you. Okay, I'm back on the finds, it looks like. I found my first flat button. Nice early 1820s type of button. I'll take it. This is exciting. Been hunting for many hours now today, and I felt like I accomplished something today, so yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to show the homeowner that old coin. Maybe he can help me identify it. But yeah, found a button now, so I'm gonna keep on going. Another button. Check it out. I'll take it. Oh yeah. I'm happy as can be. Old button. Shanks broke off. We'll keep on hunting. Here we go. Hello folks, Aaron here. As you can see there, I'm not in Maine right now. I actually made it home. I did not have time to do a wrap up. I'm not always into the wrap up kind of thing, but I just wanted to take the time because I felt it's important to me that I had a great time in Maine, and I couldn't do that without the help of the homeowners. And I'll be honest with you, when I first showed up to Maine, I went to the grocery store and I wasn't sure if I was quite welcome there, because I'm a happy, smiley type person, and I would wave or say hi to other people and they kind of look at me funny or grunt or do the Maine grunt at me. And for those of you up in Maine, you know what I'm talking about. And I was a little bit nervous about knocking on doors, so went to the first couple homes and no one was home, starting to get a little discouraged. And I finally found that farmhouse with the oak tree, and the lady I talked to was more than accommodating. She said, have a great time. And I did. I had a good time. It was a beautiful farm, and I spent a few hours there, and it was very nice. After that, I went to another house, and the gentleman there was a metal detectorist himself, and the weather started turning, as you could see in the later videos. It got miserable. It was pouring down the rain. I think my underwear was soaked. And I found that Nova Scotia coin. I wasn't able to identify it, but here it is. It's a 1824 Nova Scotia 1 penny token, and I cleaned it up as best as I could, but at the time I couldn't identify it. Pouring down the rain, and I was excited, and I wanted him to see if he could help me identify it, since I'm not from Maine. And here this guy doesn't know me from anyone else, and he invited me into my house. I'm soaking wet, dripping all over his kitchen floor, and he throws me a towel and a shirt and just welcomed me in. And I tell you, that's worth talking about. I had some great experiences with the people of Maine, and I just want to thank you guys for that. That was an awesome trip. I managed to find some old things, and one of my goals was to find like old Canadian history. And as you can see, 1824 Nova Scotia penny token. I met my goal, and that's awesome. That coin I found underneath the oak tree, or around that oak tree, it was a solid nickel signal. There's no real good identifying marks on it. I had to put it under the scope, and looking at that ID on the signal, I know it's not a penny or it's made of copper or anything like that. It's a lower conductor. And looking at it under scope, I did pick out a couple key features of a shield nickel. So I was able to identify it as a shield nickel, but yeah, I'm not going to get much out of that. I still wrap those things up because it's still history. Other things I found was this old lantern. That thing was in the ground for a while. Cleaned up that ox knob. That's a pretty cool find. This is really neat. I was happy to find that. That's a piece of history right there. This old fire truck, I didn't get to clean it up yet, but you can clearly tell by the wheels that it's an older fire truck. I'll see if I can get some identifying marks on that. Another truck, multiple buckles, some rains guides. This looks like a piece of, like a hinge that was worked and repurposed for something else. And that's what we do out here in the country. We repurpose, save everything to save that 2-hour trip to the hardware store, because it's a long trip. Found this piece of copper with some fancy on there, and some sort of a back, like a back pin. Not sure what this was, but if you know what it is, let me know. And a couple odds and ends. This right here is a rivet with some leather still attached, maybe from a saddle or something like that. Got some clad and some other odds and ends. This is a piece of lead. I'm not sure what that was, but that's lead, and it obviously has some age to it since it's that white color. But yeah, that's my wrap up. I just wanted to take a time, thank the folks of Maine for their hospitality. It means a lot to me, and that's my wrap up. And today I'm out with Ange. We're going to go out and see if we can find some more history. Looking forward to spending a day with him and sharing some finds with you. Take care.